reinforced pebble stone is very easy to install. The first step is to prepare the concrete by removing any existing coating. You can rent this floor maintainer at almost any tool rental location. This one is available at Home Depot for $34 for 4 hours. If you are removing a coating, then get a coating removal attachment. For bare concrete, use the concrete prep tool. For a plywood subfloor, use 36 grit sandpaper. The next step is to prime the floors. The next step is to pour out all of 1 unit of Part B into 1 can of Part A and blend well, and then roll on the primer. Cut the primer with solvent. If you are using our outdoor polyavastic, cut it with MEK. If our indoor epoxy, cut it with xylene. Let the primer dry overnight. Mark out your first section on the floor so you can make sure your gauge rake is set to the proper depth and that you can get the correct coverage. You may need to mark out the next section before blending each new batch until you are confident that you are getting the right coverage. This is a patio, so we are doing 3-foot by 8-foot sections of 24 square feet for each batch. This gives us a depth of 1/2 inch. Now you are ready to install the pebble stone. Pour out all of 1 unit of Part B into 1 can of Part A and blend well. Then pour 2 bags of pebbles into a $17 metal tub and pour the blended resin over the pebbles. Mix the resin in thoroughly with a mud mixing drill. Be sure to blend it thoroughly so that there are no dry patches of pebbles. Pour out the pebbles and spread them with the gauge rack to get a uniform coverage inside the 24 square foot section.
Bring it out the city. There's all that crap going. It's very simple.
That's like 3 rocks everywhere when we're mixing it.
I'll try.
The phone's going down.
That'd be fun. Kyle, I didn't know that was on purpose. Yeah. You don't know what it's like. This is what it looks like when you do it. It looks like anyone touching your face.
Next, even the pebbles out with a 16-inch finished trowel. We prefer the Marshalltown lightweight finished trowels. It is important to take your time and do a nice job. Try to have an even finish with no trowel marks or stray rocks sticking up. It is easy to do a nice job, but it does take extra time. If you try to hurry, it will not look nice.
That's what I got out of it. What?
Because they broke down resistance.
Oh, they can resist them. They do it all the time. Says the one
It's true, and this man did get a car.
worked all summer for it.
Yep. It's not a bad looking car at that, my friend.
I think it was $1,500.
$1,500 for that car, really?
Well, $1,000 actually. My dad paid $500. I paid $1,000.
How did you get?
It was Kirby's car. So Kirby gave me a really good deal.
Kirby's a nice young man.
He is, yeah. It's a $3,000 car. I could flip it.
It looks better than that.
It does, but that's how much it's selling for. This is a
How did Kirby
2003.
get it?
Kirby bought it from. I don't remember where he got it, but he got it all fixed up, edge and check. He got all the work done on it, except for a few things that I had to do.
If you leave uneven areas or holes in the pebble stone, then after the floor is finished, some of the pebbles could start coming out in those areas. So the better of a job you do troweling, the less likely you will have to patch the floor area later on.
Too light, just there. That's probably good, Charles.
The next step is to let the pebble stone get hard. Indoor epoxy will be cured the next morning. Outdoor polyavastic will take an extra day to cure. The next step is to scrape off any stray pebbles that are sticking up and sweep or blow off the floor to remove the extra pebbles. Mix up some more polyavastic or epoxy and roll a top coat over the floor. If you use an indoor epoxy top coat, it will be ready to walk on the next morning, and the outdoor polyavastic top coat will take an extra day to cure. Now you will have the nicest looking floor in town, so be prepared to offer your services to your friends and neighbors. Have fun and enjoy.